Good day, everybody, and welcome to 5 Minutes with Shawnee. And here is your host, Mr. Sean Entin.
Hey, Jerry, how are you? It's August 2017. It's a beautiful month. Today's show is really endearing to me and special. This gentleman here in Avila 7 years ago had a brain aneurysm and then suffered a stroke. So he got hit by a double whammy. And when he came back home, he tried to kill himself. And this guy has built himself up into a new bit of an empire, a huge following, and just an amazing husband, a wonderful father, and a big guy in the community, especially in the stroke world. And so welcome on Rebecca and Aaron Avila. So thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sean.
So Rebecca, maybe you can kind of take us back 7 years ago and kind of share with us what actually happened to Aaron.
Yes, on September 17th, 2010, Aaron had a brain aneurysm, and it's rated on a scale of 1 to 5. Aaron's aneurysm was a 5. They took us into a bereavement room, and they said they would not work on him for 24 hours because 50% of the patients die within the first 24 hours after suffering a brain aneurysm like Aaron had. And even if he were to live to 24 hours and they worked on him, he would be a vegetable either way. And it has been completely a very long process, but he is where he is today. And I think he's went through a lot. And like you said, when he first came home, he was on a feeding tube. He couldn't hold his head up. He couldn't talk. He really couldn't communicate with any of the family members. And when he did start talking, there was only one person in the family that could understand him, and that was my mother, which frustrated him even more. And he was very suicidal. Suicidal.
Right.
And he popped himself on the floor one time thinking that he could get himself to the closet where his guns were to kill himself. But in all reality, to us, he just flopped himself on the floor and wanted to kill himself. But in his mind, he was going to walk to that closet and pull out the gun.
Okay, so let me ask you guys a couple. So he was in a coma for about a week, you said?
He was in a coma for 3 weeks. 2 weeks into it, yes, 2 weeks into his coma, he had a second stroke from a blood clot that had landed on his brain that didn't drain out.
Okay, so let me flash forward here. Aaron's now today, modern day. He's coming back. He's on top of the world. I'd love to know more a little bit about what Aaron. Aaron still can't really walk. It's been 7 years, and his speech a little bit impaired, but he sounds great to me. So, and then he's building the Stroke TV. He's building his own network. I guess he's in 14 countries, and over 70,000 people are following him, sharing the journey. He's giving inspiration and hope to others, which just touches my heart because that's what I'm about too. So, Aaron, maybe you want to share with us about a little bit about your story and your comeback, and what it is you do.
Well, I think what really changed my life, I read a book by Dr. Jill Taylor. And really, it was the very first book I read. I realized there is life after stroke. There's life after stroke. And, that really, when you personally know the dark energy that occurs right after a stroke. You think your life is over. Here I am, half paralyzed, can't walk, flopping myself on the floor, trying to figure out how I'm going to rack around it in my gun and blow me along. Because to me, my life was over.
Wow. So, Aaron, tell me about your show. I want to hear the positive stuff now. Today is the modern day, and you're no longer a survivor. Who are you now?
Well, thanks to you, Sean and Jerry, I have realized for my next level is to become a stroke warrior, no longer a stroke survivor. I look at it like this. I think I can take the entire global stroke survivor community, I break it down to stroke. One is a stroke victim, stays in the valley of darkness. One is stroke survivor. He climbs halfway up the hill and hovers there. Just hovers, survives. But the stroke warrior climbs the very pinnacle, very top of the mountain, where the sun shines bright, where there's life, where there's beauty again. So I want to that's what stroke aware is to me.
That is so beautiful, Aaron, and that touches my heart. And thank you for putting me in that category with you because, you know, it's been a journey for both of us. But Rebecca, tell everybody how they can find Aaron. What is his website?
Stroke TV.
If
It's on Facebook.
If they just put in hashtag stroke TV in the browser, it'll bring up. You can also put, if you just put stroke TV in your browser, you'll get everything we're doing currently.
Wow.
It's not a website. It's actually Facebook, right? It's okay. Facebook.
Perfect. And I mean, I give you the kudos because you literally started in California, and now I just realized you have on in the UK and you're in 14 countries. People are taking your name and doing their own shows and giving back, and that's what the community we're building because no one's alone in this game. I think we're all here together, and if Aaron and I can do it, then anyone can do it. And I'm determined to see Aaron walk again really soon here. It's been 7 years of him not being able to do that.
Right, and Sean, I think it's important to tell everybody this is such a huge story, and Aaron and Rebecca's story of coming back, her being a caregiver and being there 7 years later, it's a huge story. So we're going to have Sean's going to have Rebecca and Aaron back a couple of more times to tell more about their story because it's very enriching, it's very motivating. So we thank you guys for today. We're a little out of time at this point, but we thank you for this introduction to your story, and we look forward to seeing more from you.
So thank you for having us on the show, Sean and Jerry.
Yeah, Aaron, Rebecca, I love you guys, and you guys are an inspiration. And Aaron, anything that we can do to help you, let's support this together, and let's just tell the world that, hey, if you and I can make it through this, then anybody can. And I use the mantra. You know, and then the mantra that Aaron and I go by is I can, I shall, I will. And we will conquer this together. We're warriors. And so thank you guys for tuning in with 5 Minutes with Seany. Check us out at Seany.com. And Rebecca is definitely coming back on the show with Aaron. I want to hear from her hair. I want to hear from her son. Because this story is way too big for just 5 minutes. We need to do a couple of these. So thank you guys all for tuning in.
Thank you.